Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we got Jemani and Chris and Stacy and Kim to go back to Your Honor with season 2, episode 1. This will be the last season supposed to be a limited series, just to give context of what we're supposed to be doing. But what do we see? Hashtag Baxter's gotta pay. But will they? That's the question. Stacy's shaking her head, but Kim, what did you think of Bryan Cranston's return in full beard? All right.
He looked like a homeless person. He looked extremely dirty. I was very turned off. I was like, this is gross. But it's understandable because this man went through a lot for his son and who ended up just dying. But we know the entire thing. If he just would have taken his son to the police, none of this would have happened. His son would still be alive. So, yeah. He may have been alive, but still,
Eugene's family would have been alive. Eugene's family would be alive.
True. That's true.
Adam would have been murdered. because of
the Baxters.
Yeah, because Baxter's not going to have that shit.
Mama Baxter. Still, at least the judge would, still be a judge. His life wouldn't be destroyed, right? So, but it had a lot of loopholes. I would say it had a lot of things that I was like, what? Like, because it didn't make a lot of sense. But I wouldn't say I wasn't entertained. I was, but I thought that it took too long to get to certain things, and they didn't need a second season. They should have just ended it, because this episode, I don't understand why we have it. Like, it didn't do anything for me except for, okay, we got what's her name, Rosie Perez now, and that's it. Okay, so we got her, and what? Like, I don't care. To me, his punishment should have been that he's in jail for the rest of his life for what he did, or what he assisted his son. That's it. Like, and the show's over. So, but I watched it, and like I said, it didn't make a lot of sense and a lot of points, but okay.
All right. We'll see how it unfolds. We'll see how son is dead. Chris, what did you think of the return?
I actually liked it. I know there's like a lot of flashbacks and stuff, but I thought overall it was cool. Nice little intro, at least for me. So, man, you're gonna get your nutrients. So whether you like it or not, well, damn, man.
Drink anime. Just drink it, like
that drip. That drip. I was like, oh yeah, the nose thing. I was like, oh yeah. I was thinking, that's right. Trina did tell me about that, about some patients in the hospital that refused to drink. I was like, oh yeah. I'm familiar with that. Heard all about that. They usually kind of lubricate a little bit though. They don't just shove in your nose, from what I heard. But whatever.
Oh no, they did. They put.
Oh, they did lubricate.
Yeah, okay, they put some on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, all right, never mind then. Yeah, I actually like. It's just it's the first episode, so I'm sure we're going to get a little bit more, but I personally liked it so far. So now that he's out of prison, we'll see what happens. He's clearly not going to be a judge anymore. At least I don't think so. Who knows? I don't know. Showtime, man. Showtime's different, So I don't know. Normally that is never going to happen. He ain't gonna go from jail to this. But the baby thing was kind of interesting, because for the longest time I thought, because the actor who plays Thea, I know in real life, I believe she's trans. So that's why I didn't know they were going to really kind of address that in the show, but I guess not.
I thought that.
Yeah, she is trans. But then I was like, when I saw the baby, I was like, oh, never mind. I guess she's a girl. So I guess we're not doing that route.
Wait, no. So she's not a trans actress?
She's a trans actress as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But
playing a cis girl.
I guess.
Yes.
Seems like it, but yeah. Yeah, there's nothing more. that kid, man, the Baxter kid, I should say. That kid should have got like lit up, you know what I mean? This will not be the end of Eugene. I mean, Eugene's supposed to be gone, but I think we saw an episode of this in Raising Kanan, you know?
Oh yeah, he coming back. He coming
like,
back.
Here's the money. Here's that bus. Now go, I don't see you no more. But then, Eugene in the back of his head, he's like, those damn Baxters gotta pay. He will not leave until those damn Baxters pay. So we'll probably see that. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I might be the minority in this when I actually like the episode. There's a lot of questionable things. I mean, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's kind of part of the course for a first episode. You know what I mean? You think that's confusing? Just wait till you start watching The Witches of Mayfair. You'll the first two episodes.
I already started watching. I watched episode.
You're like, what?
I was very confused at first.
Oh yeah.
And then
talk about the time jump. Talk about time jump. You're like, oh, now we're okay.
Yeah. So this is this and that is that. Yeah.
At least this is just one time jump. It's just like present day, and then just when Eugene does the whole thing when Eugene like runs out the thing. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. It's like
that's pretty much it. I wonder how much weight Bryan Cranston lost but he's not natural.
He's so
he's not
small.
a big guy. Yeah, you know what? I just realized he's not a big guy though. He's never was.
But he had like a stomach at least, like in the first season. He had like a regular, not a huge stomach, but
did he in the first season?
Yeah, But then, oh my gosh, he did. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, everyone's trying to do like Joaquin Phoenix, him. Everybody's doing the whole like grow out your hair and lose bunch of weight type deal. You know what I mean?
Committed to the craft.
I guess he's trying to get it. Did he get an Emmy last year? Maybe he didn't get an Emmy, and this time he's like, I'm getting my damn Emmy.
Damn it.
You know what I mean? He's like, Breaking Bad might be over, but I'm getting another one. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna prove that it's just not Walter White getting all these damn awards. I think that's all. I think that's why he's doing this.
We will see. We will see.
But that's it. Done ranting.
Thank you. Stacey, what did you think of the return?
I was confused. This season is unnecessary. Or they should at least did like a different storyline this season, maybe. Like more of an anthology series than just continuing the bullshit that we got last season. And of course, as every crime show, you tell the person to leave town and they come back to be murdered. So I'm expecting Eugene to be murdered. Yeah.
You want him to be murdered, or you expect?
Sure, why not? Yes, please.
All right. Damn, the whole bloodline is gone. I was like, as they say.
I mean, where's the daddy? We never heard about the daddy.
Hey,
he might still be out there.
You know, we ain't got no
daddy. Ever hear about his daddies? Like, I was shocked that they even talked to Kofi's dad. I was
right.
Like, wow.
Oh, yeah, Kofi had a dad.
He didn't want to be bothered. He was like, I got 2 other kids and a wife. I don't need that one. That one over there.
That's a whole other story. That's a whole other story we can get into. Yeah. Anything else, Stacey?
We talked about in the last review the unnecessary use of animals in these shows.
Yes.
The bull scene was confused. Is that like a state sanction? Like,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, the sign was hanging in the prison. Like, I mean, it was like, so he was like, "Oh, I'm signing up for that." So yeah, it's a yeah.
Okay. Note to self: don't go to prison in Louisiana.
Right, you might end up fighting the bull. And I don't fucking know. But we'll see how that goes. Anything else?
No.
Giovanni, you have the floor. What do you think?
Hey, several things.
Please.
I thought your honor it has no honor, because I'm like, you're not a judge anymore. I'm like, could you have at least been still a judge for one episode this season? But yeah, so it's just like, it gave me flashbacks to like Prison Break season 2, when they're like, after they broke out of the prison, and I'm like, there's no prison anymore. So this is a totally different show. As far as Baxter's got to pay, I'm like, Baxter's got a baby. I think I think well, if he does still become a judge, like Chris was kind of tinkering with, I'm like, yeah, this show will have totally jumped the shark there. But to what Chris was kind of alluding to yesterday when we were talking about Your Honor, I'm like, he kind of said something about American Gigolo, and I was like, don't say that, because having already seen the episode and him getting out of prison, it just was like, oh, this is how bad it can get for the rest of the season. Yeah, I guess I got to give a shout out to Brooklyn with Rosie Perez being in there. But I don't. The show should be taking a totally different direction. It should basically be like the Better Call Saul of Breaking Bad, where we're focusing now on Charlie's character, because he is the one who, quote unquote, has honor now. He's the one who's been elected and is the mayor and everything now. Let's follow him and the scandal that is preceding him, from him helping I forgot
Mike and crew.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. And all of that stuff with the Baxters and everything. Let's follow him as a character, and maybe Bryan Cranston makes a couple guest appearances or something, but not still having Bryan Cranston as the lead in this season. Like, that's the direction the show should have totally moved into. And why is it that in like everything he does, whether it's Malcolm in the Middle, Breaking Bad, we always have to see Bryan Cranston in some white pair draws? Like, is that part of like his contract or something?
That's his shit. That's his shit. It's like, that's my calling card, the white draws. I was like, I didn't even think about that. At least he's not standing out in the desert. Not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it kind of looked like that when he got out of prison.
That's a good one.
They were like, hey, we flying you out to the desert. For what? You're gonna cook some meth. What? Anyway, let's just get to it. You got to pay us back.
I was like, why does he have to be draws naked for them to put a feeding tube in his nose? And I'm like, that has got to be paid. I've gone to the ENT and had like the scope put up the nose to check some stuff.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that
don't make no damn sense. That's why I thought he was gonna get in the ass. Because I'm like, why are you stripping this man down? Like, I was like, oh man. That's what I thought. Like, why are you taking his clothes off?
Your ass.
I was like, why are you taking his clothes off? I was like, this is going in the wrong direction. And then they moved it up.
Literally.
How disgusting that would be if someone went through your ass to
you can put cocaine up there. I mean,
have you never seen a Jackass movie? Steve-O does it all the time.
I thought
Steve-O was a jackass.
Yeah.
He's
still alive.
So
unfortunately, because he's a jackass. And he does stuff to kill himself all the time. He's just wasting his life. But anyway,
that's a whole other video.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Jemani, please.
As far as Eugene goes, what you guys are saying, he will come back, but I already foresee we're not going to see him until like the last 10 minutes of the season. He's going to come back and like I'm the hero to save the day in court or something, and be like, I can attest to this thing and tell you that this person didn't do this because I did this. And, he's the only person that can confirm some sort of information to get someone out of trouble or something at the last second. Like, what's her face? Tessa Thompson, that he was trying to go and see, is going to find him wherever he is and bring him back to save Michael at the last second of the season, and then that's how the season is going to end. Spoiler alert.
Solid prediction. I'll give you that, because I'm looking for Eugene to be something, but it won't be anytime soon. I totally agree. Anything else?
I want to see more of this. I can't remember her name. The gangster lady who's in charge of the.
Big Mo.
Destiny,
I think she's Big Mo. Big Mo?
Yeah. So can we get to the all-out war with her and the Baxters? Like that, I'm more interested in that than Mike coming out and having this whole American Gigolo experience where he's like going and finding people and is it gonna be a dog or something too?
He's gonna.
Oh, the dog. There is a
dog.
Oh
shit, there is a dog. He's getting his dog back. Fuck. That dog was coughing up all kinds of evidence. Oh fuck, I forgot about the dog. The dog's coming back. Anything else?
He was poisoned.
Charlie is taking care of the dog. Once he gets out of prison, he's getting his dog back. Go.
And is the what do you call it? The mother-in-law coming back because she's a big actress.
Yes. So
yeah.
Y'all didn't watch this season in Your Honor, like that thing?
Nah, I stayed away from it.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm going to bed.
On this season, but it was
from Snowfall too.
I saw him going around and knocking on doors and stuff. I didn't remember all the characters that were in.
So mother-in-law's in it. Eugene's in it a few times. So he will do more than 10 minutes in the last episode. I mean, like maybe last 2 episodes, to your point. I mean, maybe like the last 2 episodes, but he comes back and he's something. Like the people chasing him around and shit. So he's gonna be around getting in with the desire and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see that.
All right, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right
now. So I agree. Again, this was not intended to be a second season show. This was supposed to be a limited series, and for whatever reason, Bryan Cranston and Showtime said, "Let's do this one more time." So a lot of this stuff they're just shoving in this thing to make it a show. I like Jemani's idea that this could have been like an anthology series, like we do somebody else, or following Charlie. Like these are all great ideas because he still has to deal with it. I want to know why fucking Mike just started confessing, because I'm like, your son just got murdered. Like, you're the father of a victim, so why are you snitching? Like, I need to know that. Like, how do we get to the point that he's like, I'm just gonna tell everything for some damn reason? And apparently the Baxters still don't know that Adam killed their son/brother. Like, they don't know that. So I'm like, when are they gonna find that out? And what is Fia gonna do when she realizes she's having the baby of the man who killed her brother and really started this whole thing? Like, is that gonna sink in at some point?
I thought that the Baxters did know that Adam did it, because when they were at the hotel and in episode 11, remember they were at the hotel and they were staring at Adam.
Yeah.
And they were looking at him because they figured out that he is the one.
Right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the only reason why they didn't kill him is because they brought up the fact that they have another son that's in trouble, and he basically said, "Hey, look, don't kill me. I'll make sure he's in my courtroom and let him off free." So yeah,
they figured it out. Yeah.
So Fia doesn't know.
Fia doesn't know.
Fia doesn't.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't show it on camera. At least, I mean, but
right.
I don't know why
I don't
wouldn't.
think she knows.
She lives in the same house. I don't know why she wouldn't, but I mean, to your point, they didn't show it, but I don't know.
There's a lot of we went through that when we were doing
Your Honor. The mother knows either. The mother doesn't know.
Yeah.
What do you mean the mother doesn't know?
She doesn't know because she's like
the mother's the ringleader. What do you mean she don't know?
The mother knows. Oh, Gina,
okay.
What's her name? Gina, whatever.
Yeah, she's the one that called the shots half the time. Yeah. Don't forget.
She's the one that went out. I will go back and watch the whole season if I have to, because like I'm hard pressed.
No, just watch episode 11. I'm telling.
Yeah, I was gonna say I rewatched some of it too. That's how I remember. Yeah, to your point. Yeah. I don't know if you rewatched it, but I rewatched not all the episodes, but the ones where he's literally about to die. And then, where they find out, like, why'd you do that to my son? Like, why you give me your son? Give me your son. Like, yeah.
So I'm saying the father, no, I need, because like the mothers to still be like, they need to be murdered. And I'm like, you killed a whole family. And like, and Adam was the one you should be going after. Like, she should be trying to kill Mike herself, just to be like, since you're murdering families of people. Like, I mean, for her to be like, so that's what I'm saying.
Right. That was all before though. Remember, they burnt that black family before all the evidence that came out. Remember all the stuff that was in the car that the cops had.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was but that was before. But they killed that family before they got the evidence. Before they found out who the real killer was.
It just seems kind of odd that we're watching Fia to be like, did Adam ever really love me? Like he murdered.
She doesn't know. Her parents didn't tell her.
Thank you. So I'm saying she doesn't know that. That's what I'm saying.
Fia, she's the only one. Her parents know.
Okay.
Fia does not know.
Okay. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, this doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
but the parents know though.
The parents do know, but Fia does not know. And in the household she lives in, it's easy to keep shit from those kids because they don't really talk to their kids.
Father doesn't know that fucking mom and son are doing all this shit behind their back. And
he has
a whole drug operation that he was like, so I'm like, I hope that's the tension that's going to come up between those two, with that one. Because mom is really the ringleader. Like, she's the one. She's the mastermind of this whole shit. Like, dad is just like, I got to do it because she keeps on talking.
Well, he tries to do things in a like a slower fashion with logic, right?
Yeah.
She's just a reactive person.
Yeah,
that's it. She's just like, they did this, we got to do this.
Which is the reason why son ran out there in the first place. Because she was like, why are you not doing something? Like, you're right, mama. Also, she was holding him a bit too close. I thought that I felt uncomfortable. I was like, y'all need
But you got to remember too, she lost one son, right? So she's holding on to this one for dear life.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's what it is. She was holding on to him for dear life. Yeah.
All right, so wait, hold on. To what David was actually asking before, being to the fact that there's a time jump, right? She might know now in present day, like after telling her family that Adam is the father, at some point off camera in between the time jump, the parents may have told her that he's the one who killed him, and that's why she's asking, did he really ever love me?
Because then she's trying to figure out, why was he fucking me, right? Like, if he killed my brother and he's the one that knew it, like, why was he fucking around with me this whole time, right?
That makes sense.
I like that because I was like, why are you fucking this woman? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, also things that they didn't cover in the previously on, wife fucking some random black dude in the hood.
What?
Remember? We were like,
and it was like a hat. And we were like, is the hat gonna come back?
The hat came back. So you find.
Oh, what about your black vehicle that you were waiting for?
Number three.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I saw a black vehicle. I was like, is that David's Phantom vehicle?
So wait a minute. I have a question about that. Now, when I rewatched the first episode, when they showed under the car, they showed the Jeep turn around, right, and go away after the accident, right? Then they showed it again. So you said last year that it was in his mind. I do not think that's in his mind. I
still say it because one, it didn't come back, and he's the only one that saw it. So I'm like, also, but we'll put that aside. Said Mandingo lover or whatever that dead mama had in the hood never came back, and I'm like, and it's not gonna come back. I was like, we spent a lot of time talking.
She died before the events of season 1, bro. And the whole point of season 1 was the whole thing that led up to the son trying to go to the mother's gravesite.
And the only reason she was
for him right now, the wife was like beyond his memory in the sense of what just fucking happened to his son.
We spent a lot of time talking about, we're like, is he one of the Desire crew? And none of this came back. And I was like, I was just like, why?
Damn. Do you think Bryan Cranston probably hate black people now because his wife died from a black dude shooting? And then now his son just died from a black dude shooting.
So also,
he would have stayed in jail and let Charlie go down if he hated black people.
Huh?
Also true. You see, talking about now, like now you can say black.
I'm talking about now. He's like, now he might be like the Punisher, except it might be in the form like a neo-Nazi type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only reason he's out of jail is to help save Charlie from going down, which is a black person.
Oh yeah, that's his best friend.
He's a different black person. I hate to just say that, but you know what I mean.
Chris,
he's like that black friend. He's like that black friend to white people where they be like, "Yo, I might be a racist asshole, but I got that one black friend." He's like, he ain't like the mother niggers, like that type of. You know what I mean? That's what that Charlie is. That I'm sorry.
That's not do this together.
That's
together.
Don't listen.
Yeah, I'm going there. Because you know that's how the races be. You know how races be. You know races even have black friends. Okay? Oh my God. Everyone got a Candace Owens. You saying that everyone got a Candace Owens in their
Can we get back to the show? Can we get back to the
show?
Can we get back to the show? I want him to say that. But anyway, let's get to how they hid Eugene's role in this murder because this was that bullshit.
Mhm.
So one, Little Mo let Eugene go, which I was really happy about because I really thought Eugene was fucked. I was like, after having his whole family murdered, I thought he was about to get handed over. But I said that I remember we did the review. I like this young little boy walked into this restaurant. Everybody saw him. He dropped his weapon in the restaurant. He did not wear a mask or nothing. He's on camera. But they want us to believe that this one cop found a 19-year-old black man and said, we'll just shoot him in the face, put a phone in his pocket, and bam, he's the one that everybody's going to believe. The Baxters are not going to come look at the body. They're not going to be like, I want to see this man dead. You can kiss my ass. This doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. The height.
Maybe they will ask to see the body, and then then they'll be like, "Yo, that ain't him." You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get that.
We ain't gonna get that. we should get that because that should be part of the story though. Like they're looking for Eugene because they know there's a cover up. If they don't do that, this show can kiss my ass. Because I was very irritated about that whole thing. I'm like, I know they say all black people look like, but this is going too far.
No, but they said we're gonna blow off his face. So
I was gonna say, if you shoot him in the face, like, I'm sorry, you don't look like anybody, really. You know,
a 12-year-old
same right skin tone.
It does not look like a 19-year-old. Like there's other factors. Also, the fingerprints on,
He was chubby, so
the fingerprints on the gun. Like he dropped the like put the gun on this dude. Don't put a phone on this dude. Like he dropped the murder weapon with his.
He was a tall 14-year-old too. So
I got the gun.
Huh?
I thought they got the gun.
No, they had a phone. He handed him Big Mo handed him a cell phone for some reason. It was like, this is Eugene's cell phone. And they're like, that's the evidence that's gonna tie this whole case together. You can kiss my ass. Also, it wasn't Tessa Thompson, it was another light-skinned woman, but the former assistant that Mike was sleeping with also
Lee.
Was not.
Her name is Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, she's British.
Come on, Lee.
Tessa Thompson.
But I was
like,
Lee. So yeah, Cameron Ego.
Yeah, she's like Nigerian or something, but she's from the UK, like Tessa.
Yeah. So I was like, but my point is, she wasn't brought up any previously on, so that booty call ain't going nowhere. I thought she was gonna come back, but apparently no.
No, she's not coming back because remember she broke up with. She was like, I can't be with you.
Yeah, but Eugene was like, you said you were gonna help me, and then she didn't answer a door or whatever. But I mean, she went into previously on, so I was like, okay, so they're just gonna skip that storyline. What about the neighbor? It's a lot anyway. I thought the neighbor was gonna be something. So how is the Baxters going to believe that someone who's been missing for 9+ months, he's not a judge anymore, is somehow did not snitch to the cops? Like how, unless they make him a judge again, how are they going to pull this off?
They're going to make him a judge again.
And where has he been for 9 months plus? Probably 10.
Sabbatical. He's been grieving. What do you call it?
A bereavement.
Sabbaticals, whatever you call it. Yeah.
And he didn't come to the funeral of his own son because he got arrested. So that's kind of odd. And he wasn't at the vigil.
Well, everybody knows he's arrested. I mean, shit. Why do you think Thea was able to see him? You know.
But I'm saying for Rosie Perez's character to be like, we're just not going to tell him what they went to jail for, but he didn't snitch. They're not going to believe that. Like, what did you get?
Well, they haven't just. I mean, okay. I'm assuming, especially something like that, that will actually be discussed. You know what I mean? They're not going to just say it. No, I mean, no. Why would literally like that line at the end was basically saying, no, just like he said something like, "Do you trust me?" or something. And he said, no. Like if we do it like this, then the Baxter's going to know. Like he's going to know that he's basically snitching and shit like that, and can't have a witness out there like that. So I'm sure that's going to come out, David, unless you're telling me that this is the only episode that Rosie Perez is in.
We'll see, man. I just
damn, really? You don't think so?
I just want to see how they do it. That makes that we can believe that this gangster family, especially
now, that's a different story. That's something that we believe. That's different.
And said, mom,
gotta look. Got like I'm looking at Kim's background, and all I see on that bottom right, it says one thing: Showtime.
Yo, also, what are you talking? Oh, okay. I was like, I'm just wondering. I need a story that they're because that Baxter mama, she don't fuck around. So I mean, and again, if this is the one who actually, if his son actually, she knows that Adam actually killed her son, she should want this man dead, and she not, or at least not be fucking with him at
who's
all.
more ruthless, the mother or the Baxter mother, or the mother from Ozark? Who's more ruthless?
Oh, Baxter's
more ruthless than
she
the girl from
gave no
Ozark?
fucks. Like she immediately was like murdered the entire family. And that, I mean, like that's no. Like other mom kind of had to get there. It took her some time, but this woman, she about that life. She sent her son to murder somebody twice. And they killed the whole family. Did not give no fucks. Like she no. I definitely be scared of this woman. I want Eugene to kill her somehow. I want Eugene to figure out there was the Baxter, specifically the Baxter mama that orchestrated the killing of his whole family, and he kills her before he's shot in the back. And I don't know. He got to get some kind of pay. The Baxter's got to pay. Like I need this little boy to get something.
I mean, shit. At least kill the kid. Kill the guy who killed your brother.
Okay? The brother.
You know. Yeah.
One of them. Yeah. But yeah, that's my whole thing. I want to know for sure that everybody know that Adam did it. I want the baby mama to know that Adam killed her brother, and I want Eugene.
You know what's going to happen. You know. I have a prediction of how this is going to end. How this whole thing is going to end.
Okay, Eugene got his,
and it involves the baby.
Jemani got his. Excuse me. What you got yours?
Huh?
No, you got Jemani did his. What you got? I mean,
yeah. And it involves the baby. Like so. Okay, so the Baxters will pay. Somehow Thea is in the middle of the phrase like, no, don't get. You know how everybody's always like the innocent victim or whatever, right? The baby's now orphaned, and here comes Bryan Cranston. He's like. And then he's like, "That's his second chance of raising now his grandson." I don't know why. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to end. Like that's how it's going to end. It's going to end with like Bryan Cranston being forced to raise his grandson because everyone's dead.
I take it to the next level.
Okay,
Mike is going to adopt Eugene and his grandson because he feels bad that his whole family's gone. Because remember. Eugene. Yes, because remember, he's Eugene and kids are the only reason he didn't send the mom to jail. Because he was like, "You got kids. I feel bad for you." That's why he ran up to the shotgun house and did all that shit. And somehow,
how is anyone going to give this ex-judge custody of Eugene?
How was he even
it's all Eugene's? I mean, it's all of the judge's fault that Eugene's parent and family died. So what court is going to give this man
all it takes is maybe one, like, so it's going to be Charlie. That's where Charlie comes in. Charlie's going to put in a good word and use that TV magic and then be like, I put in a good word for you. The senator's allowing this to happen.
Would probably be the one who might adopt Gene.
Charlie is more responsible for Eugene's family being murdered than fucking Mike is.
True.
I'm sorry. Do you see Charlie raising a white baby? Like, come on. You think Charlie?
He loved his godson. You know what I'm saying? So like
black people who adopt.
Not on TV though.
I mean, white people who adopt white kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I mean, but see, that's what I want. I want season 3. Charlie is raising his white godson's son. I was like, that's not happening. That's not a show that they're gonna put on the air. That would be hilarious. Is Charlie gonna make it through this?
He gets stopped everywhere because they always thinking he's kidnapping the kid. He's like, no, that's my adopted son. They're like, are you?
So he will use that kid, like that will be his go-to in the pocket kid as a politician kissing babies. Like, that is like he's trying to make sure the city is safe. He's like, oh, I got my little white baby, like this is his little promotional tool.
That's the pawn he'll be using as a
publicity.
Pawn.
He will be raising that
because he's not married.
White House.
I don't know what that's about. The daughter is from Yellowstone. Oh,
she is. She's also on that, and Chambers. I think she's also in Chambers as well.
All right, Cranston needs to be a Marvel or DC supervillain in the future.
Yes.
Magneto.
We already have an old white guy playing Magneto. Why do we need another one?
That's the. All right,
well, a white guy for what?
For Magneto. We already have one.
Well, because there's a whole Holocaust connection to it. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just change this whole thing.
The whole backstory.
Like the whole backstory of Magneto changes because you can't be a Holocaust. Well, I guess I mean, if it's modern day, I guess he's going to have to be an ancestor of a Holocaust victim. I guess. Yeah. But
that would get very, very problematic.
Yeah. That's the reason why Magneto is kind of a villain, because he sees the atrocities of people treating other folks like a piece of shit. I guess you can do that with a black person. I guess you can have a black person be Magneto then, I guess. You know what I mean? He was like, I lived in the 60s. They put the water hoses on us. And if it wasn't for my buddy Bumpy Johnson helping me out, you know, with my other just trying to protect that doogie. Just to help that doogie. We're trying to help the doogie, but that shit was lit on fire. Then we get Malcolm X, but then it looks like a different dude. But apparently it is Malcolm X. Different voice and everything. I'm getting away.
We're getting off track. We're getting off track. Anyway, the bull. Like I said, the bull scene made no damn sense. I'm assuming it was supposed to be some kind of allegory for the black man in prison or some shit, and like, you know, how they're all being bullied around or something. Because notice the black man was the only one who was like, I'm here to get enough money to feed my family, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, white man didn't have no problems. He just sitting there because he wanted to. I was like, whatever.
He was trying to kill himself.
That's what I thought. I thought that was an attempt at death.
Yeah,
Mike was, but black man was like,
no, we're not talking about the black. We're talking about Mike.
I'm saying though, but I'm saying the allegory was that he was like, hey, like I got real problems. Like Judge, what you doing here? It's like, I'm just sitting here. I was like, nobody, the Latino do whatever. He didn't give his sob story, but like black man, they want to make sure the black man was so poor and in prison that he's like, this is the only way I can feed my family. Hey, I'm like, of course.
This is a dream. It's like, it ain't that deep. It's just all it was just to showcase that Bryan Cranston is beating himself up. That's all it was. And he just put these random other characters in his dream.
It had to be.
I don't think it was anything more than that.
It was no dream. It was real. So there you go. It's like, I mean, so yeah. So
what was real?
That was real. The bull scene was real.
Bull scene was not real.
It was real. It was real.
The bull scene?
Yes.
Put prisoners out there. That bull scene was not real.
Okay, let me just get counterpoint to this.
Y'all, that's some trolling ass shit. There's no way that shit real.
Nope. that's how
that is not real.
Let me give the counter argument to that. All right,
dude. People be niggas will go to Max for putting. This ain't no Gladiator. What the fuck?
It was real, Chris.
Nigga, hold on, nigga. Nah, hold on.
Wait, okay,
hold on, son. Are you serious? No way. No way,
Chris.
No.
He had blood in his mouth after he got hit.
Stacey, I need you. Are you three on this?
David is right. I was expecting it to be a dream, but it was.
What the fuck?
Angola prison has that.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
They have bullfighting. Angola prison.
And it was actually the rodeo. The rodeo.
Inmates struggle to control bull at a rodeo in Angola State Penitentiary in Louisiana.
Wait, huh?
Google it. I just Googled it.
How the fuck? How don't Congress get ahead of this? What
do you think Congress gives a rat's ass about prisoners?
Wait, also, this is my question. Wait. My question is I understand you could do that, or the rodeo sounds more reasonable, right? But
it was a rodeo.
The thing is the money going outside of the prison. Like, you can have money in commissary, right? But if you join this thing and you're sending money outside of the prison, if you're in prison for a reason, which means you're criminally affiliated, you could be sending that money to God knows who to fund God knows what, and it's going to be state funded. So I'm like, how are you allowing people to send money outside of prison? You're not even allowed to send certain communications outside of prison, and they're going to say, here's a way for you to make money and send it outside of prison.
Look, I don't know if that's how it goes, but I know it says right now Angola will be hosting its annual spring rodeo on April 22nd and April 23rd of 2023. You can purchase tickets. You can purchase tickets basically at Ticketmaster.
That's the name of
the but you say Angola. Like there's countries where literally
Angola,
like you can light someone on fire.
It's a place in Louisiana, Chris.
Stop it.
Louisiana actually does this.
Angola Penitentiary.
Do you get released after you do this?
No. Fuck no.
This does not make any sense.
Make money.
No. Hold on. Anyway, we gotta do something.
Now all of a sudden
there's no way. Hold on.
Oh my
God.
We
gotta do something.
This really happened. So as I said,
no way. We gotta do something about this. I don't feel right about this. No way. There's no fucking way.
They volunteered for the rodeo. He was walking down the thing.
Okay, go ahead and click on that and you'll see it. Click on what I put in the chat.
Just say you were wrong. It's fine. I mean, like, it was real, and they did that shit.
Real dumb. No, because this needs to be handled.
Oh, it's only $20. We should go.
See? Anyway, guys. Okay, so
is that Chameleonaire? That was like Chameleonaire.
we really get the back focus.
Do they have a Twitter?
Kim,
Instagram? I want to
is
see
there anything you want to see before the series is over?
They got it for women too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one I can see.
Huh?
You can see that.
What?
I just did that for the trick. I knew that would trigger.
They got wild cow milking.
Well,
are they actually milking the cows?
They gotta chase them down to get some milk out of the cow, and whoever get the most milk, I guess.
Then they wound up accidentally getting a bull. Like what? Like
doesn't seem fair to the animals to me.
This is so crazy.
We gotta get
How
back.
the fuck is this legal?
Well, is Angola?
Y'all fucked up my life
is
right
Angola one of those prisons, the paid prisons? Is it one of those now?
Like the private, but it's still in America. That doesn't matter. Like, it's still America. So if the state had a problem, if the federal had a problem, it'd be a problem. Like, I mean,
maybe they're like me. Maybe they just think it ain't real.
Convict poker. That's what they were playing.
Yes, convict poker. Yes.
Yeah, that's what wasn't that what they were doing at the table?
Yeah. But it was so ridiculous. Chris thought it was a dream.
I mean,
I thought they just made this up for the show. I didn't think this was real.
Yeah.
There's no way. No.
Again, and remember, to my point of symbolism, remember, this is the same show that last season stripped Kofi of his clothes in the crowd to be like, you just a black man in prison. Like, in the trial, I was like, what the fuck are we doing right now? But to be like they're trying to say this how bad it is to be a black man in prison in America, which again, the black man had the worst sob story of everybody there because he's doing it for his family. I'm like, it was just too much. It was unnecessary. Unless the Baxters organized this shit, it was unfucking necessary. Yes, Eugene was going to come out of the shadows and he was riding the bull. It was unnecessary. Like, can we just get to a show, please, and figure out what the fuck we're going to do and how Mike is going to get these people to confess to something or before he gets murdered?
I don't understand that. Okay, so since you came to me, I don't. That's what I don't get. So you have this man who's been convicted of all these things that we know he did, right, to cover up a murder. So now you get him out of jail. So you mean to tell me that now he has to go and befriend these people who want to kill him in order to get dirt on them so that Rosa Perez can put the Baxters in jail?
Yes.
How does she think that's going to happen? He's not a judge anymore. He has no power. How is he going to befriend these people? I mean, he doesn't even know about the baby. He has no idea about Adam's baby. So that doesn't make any sense to me. This whole that whole thing, I was like, what's the point of this? Like, I don't get it. Like,
that's the same thing Jamani said.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
No, and how is he gonna do this?
It doesn't. It's like that's what episode 2 is.
Some stuff has to be cut out. The whole season has to be like flashback in every episode or something, because there's so much that's missing that, like, I expect at some point we got to see him do the actual confession live and everything like that. All of what is the inroad for him to get into with the Baxters? Because he gets the phone call when he gets out. Yeah, what do I do now? Because it seemed like he didn't even know what he was gonna do.
Yeah, he's just standing there. I mean, like any prisoner who has no people outside, like I would have thought Charlie would be there.
That's a fair question. Where's Charlie?
Where's Charlie?
Where's Charlie at this point? Are they still friends? Like, is he still mayor? You know what I'm saying? Like what happened?
Yeah, what happened? So that was just, I think this is just an unnecessary season. Like why? Like, just let it go. Let it go. I don't know if it's a money grab, because he is executive producer. I don't know, but it's not a necessary season. I don't think. I'll still watch it, but I just don't understand the season. I don't know what they're getting at. And to put the Baxters in jail, how many things have they done already that you can put these people in jail?
that you can't just already put him in jail for murdering a whole family. Like if my son killed their son, so they murdered this poor boy's family. Right. They did that shit. Like that right there should send the whole family to jail under some RICO shit or something.
So like is Brian? So is Michael gonna have to work with Big Mo or Little Mo or whatever the heck she is, the leader of the gang? Big Mo. Is he gonna now have to like kiss her behind and you know like get into it that way? Because how do you get into this?
Again, I'm saying like we have to watch and see. We have to see what story they come up, but. They already committed many murders, and like Eugene is, and like so. There's already enough crimes to put the whole family away.
Right.
Kofi's murder.
What Rosie Perez said is that you're putting him away steps on an existing investigation. So I can contend that your phantom truck could be Rosie Perez or whoever the feds that she's working with are.
They were following who?
But that was remember the truck showed up when Adam was exactly. That's another part. Can y'all explain to me why was Adam taking pictures of the crime scene? I was like, that didn't make any sense. Like, why are you gonna sit there and like have these visuals of what the crime scene?
For the same reason that he was fucking the sister. Like Adam had problems.
Yeah,
like,
Adam had a lot of problems.
He had to go.
I think it was a part of like some school assignment because he wasn't with the art teacher or something like that.
He was the art teacher, but the question is, why was he photographing this specific murder scene that he was a part? Killers like
I think that was a part of some sort of project. Like he was showing like the connection, like the last thing his mother did on the anniversary, and it was like it was a part of an art project that he was doing.
No.
I didn't think it was. I thought that he was doing it because of his guilt.
He was trying to work through his guilt because he was taking pictures of everything, and he was trying to. But like, it's still you're putting yourself at the scene of the crime. You know what I'm saying? Also, he's the only one that saw. Anyway, the truck ain't coming back. Lovers ain't coming back. There's a lot of shit just not coming back. So we just have to accept it. Huh?
Truck might come back in that dream with the bull.
We got to move on to the Godfather.
Okay, Chris. You can't
ain't gonna let that shit go. Like that shit is real. I'm sorry, bro. That's how they're gonna end the season. No. Baxter's gonna put Bryan Cranston in a bull ring, and it's gonna be like, this bull's gonna kill you if you don't tell me why you snitching on me. Like I was like, that's what I need. That's
another thing too. The Baxters are not gonna let Michael anywhere near them.
Well, if they truly, and again, I have to go back and watch. I take your word for it. If the adults know what Adam did, and therefore they know that Mike helped him cover that shit up.
Yes.
There's no way they're letting him. There's no way they're letting him near anything. Like unless Fia, who doesn't know, is like, he's the grandfather of my child, and we need to be something or some bullshit. Then I'm really gonna be upset. Because if this is the whole driving force that they're gonna put this family together, I'm like, stop it. Like that's no. I'm not gonna watch. I'll be mad. Every episode I'm just gonna be mad because that's the only leverage. The only leverage he has right now is Granddaddy that he don't even know about.
Oh, I say by next episode he'll know about it for some miraculous reason.
It's the only card he has to play.
Because Fia's gonna find out that he's out, right? Because remember she went to go see him and he was like, I don't want to talk to you. Right. So she's gonna find out he's out, and then she's gonna take the baby. But I still need to see that. See, I'm getting like you. I need to see certain things, and so they need to start the flashbacks on how Adam got her pregnant. You know, from walking around.
You know how that works.
Well, I do know how it works.
When a man and a woman really love each other,
you know,
it's not always about love.
To this conversation. You know who should have ended up pregnant? The adult teacher who was fucking him. That's who should have came back.
No, because she was batshit crazy. If y'all really think about it, she was kind of upset. She was kind of like that Latorno chick, the one that was sleeping with the junior high school boy.
When you get it good, you don't care how old it is. I mean, age ain't nothing but a number. I'm just saying,
like, no, sir. Isn't R. Kelly in jail right now?
I'm just saying, if anybody needs to come up pregnant, it needs to be her. Like that would have made sense. To my point.
Yeah, but she's
a little different when it's the other side. It's a little different when it's
Chris.
When it's a little boy. It's a little different.
I don't know about little boy, but I mean, but
when it's a guy than it is with a girl.
Chris is trolling. Chris is trolling.
As far as the emotional aspect of it, absolutely.
I don't.
No, seriously. Scientifically, it is. It's different emotionally speaking. Yes, which is why, like, the whole idea of like a guy can just have sex and have like no repercussions more emotionally. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's
what I mean.
That is true.
But that's in our DNA, very, very true. Yes. Even as teenagers. But we have that even as teenagers. That's still there.
Oh yeah.
So I guess my point
I've been
is
teaching my sons that women's hearts live in their vaginas for years.
Right. Which is why it was a male teacher doing that with a. That's why like we want to beat their ass. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll say it is a double standard. It's a double standard for a reason because of the emotional aspect of it.
All right,
I would agree with that part.
To Kim's point of how Baby even came about it all, this wasn't even in the story. But
that's what when I say I know how babies met, of course I've had two. But what I'm saying is that I think that the story is missing chunks.
Yes.
Chunks, and it needs to. I need those chunks, to understand what the hell is going on here. All
right. They were gonna run away together, so we have to assume that they loved each other so much he got the draws before he died, obviously. Unless she sold the sperm while he was dying.
But like, okay, you're saying that, but how many times have me or Stacey or Chris said that to you about certain shows, and you were like, I want to see it.
I hear you. He's already dead, so they're not going to show. There's no realistic scene, but she's going to be like having a dream the last time they were having sex, and then she looks at the baby.
No, I think they'll put flashbacks though.
All right. We hope for flashback to fill in some of these holes. All right, Stacey, anything else before we head out? All right, Chris, is that a no, Chris?
No from here.
All right, Jamani.
Yeah, I have one last question.
Please.
The whole Rosie Perez threat of if you don't work with me, the recording I have of you confessing can take down Charlie.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. He's mayor, right? He says, I told Charlie to take care of the car. Charlie used the detective who is now the police commissioner, right? Under Charlie, right?
Yeah.
So that would be taking down the mayor and the police commissioner. I don't think that even Rosie Perez could do that. Like, I don't think that a city would allow a judge to be taken down, then the mayor and the police commissioner without some sort of, we're going to fight this behind the scenes and get these people off on some sort of technicality or something. Like, I think the case would fall apart just in them attempting to do it. Like, I would, if I was Bryan Cranston and she said that, I would just laugh in her face. And you think that that's going to just happen with just this little audio recording? Like, that'll get thrown out in a minute. Like, it's not even something that's on a record that's established. This is something that just got brought out now and is supposed to have happened a year plus ago, but has been hidden. For what reason? And then your whole case is blown up. I call your bluff. He's a judge. He should be able to call bluffs.
I see your point, and that would have been a good, interesting storyline to kind of flush that part out as they're doing this undercover investigation bullshit. But I hear you. Also, remember, he apparently confessed to the cop, his friend, apparently. So that's why I want to see. I think realistically, I want to see that. Like you said, as we said, why and when did he confess? And he must have confessed to his friend partner that he had looking for the car and all that bullshit. So, because I thought didn't she get a bribe too? Didn't Charlie or somebody bribe her because she figured out the whole thing like in episode 9, and somebody tried to bribe her with a job or something? Like she
bribe who?
The cop, the woman cop.
You know what? I'm trying to think.
That happened. It happened because she connects magically in the episode before the season finale. She connected the car to Adam and everything, and she went to go confront the judge about it. And somehow she got bribed or something, but she stopped talking. Like she stopped investigating it. Something happened. I do remember that.
I can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
I think something like that happened, but I don't think she accepted the bribe.
Well,
Because she was on her.
She stopped the investigation. Something caused her to stop because she did. Okay. Because she was about to blow the whole thing open and something stopped her. And then she goes to find Adam dead, and she's like, hey, or his dad's a judge and he's in there. Yeah. Why would he all of a sudden start snitching again? So like I'm like, I don't, and that's the reason why we're here. So I'm trying to figure out why that happened. Like, she's the one that did the recording. She's the one that took the confession. It was her. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how and why did he just start letting the stuff out? I mean,
yeah, and she's like, she hates him now all of a sudden. Yeah. Where she didn't hate him at the end of last season, and she knew everything.
Nah, she did. No, she did. She called him a piece of shit.
And she was she was like disappointed. Yeah, she was. But again, something stopped her from making it public, and I just can't remember why. But anyway, we'll work all that out. I think it might be episode 10 or 11. I kind of remember it was like in the later one.
Yeah, it was. It was like the second to. I thought it was the second to the last. I think we discussed it in our final review, but I think it was like second to last. But then the girlfriend found out to an extent, and that's why she just walked off and left Eugene sitting there like, "What about me?" and some silly shit. And like that was silly. Anyway, guys, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for you can like and comment and share. Leave a comment what you think is going to happen in the season. Do you think there should have been a season 2? That's a good question too. And we will move on to. She's so silly. Godfather of Harlem. So who is doing this with me? Who's doing it?
Thanks to other apps, third-party apps, yes.
All right, so all of us. So the same crew is doing it because Lauren's not coming. So
she's not. Oh, okay.
It's the thing. So we will do that in a minute. It's always something with